It will do no good, I swear it. And yet you persist. You frothing degenerates.
come over here, would you? You're tarnished, aren't you? I would advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands. Oh, try the opening right here. The guards don't know about it. You'll breach the castle undetected. Yes, that's the spirit. You're just the kind of tarnished that I like. I pray for your success.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger's the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something, here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormvale Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind. I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow Tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please. The battle art you've learned is of the Glintstone family. They were conceived at the Great Academy of Rea Lucaria, to the north of this castle. In the past, they obeyed laws which contravened the Golden Order, or so I'm told. Fascinating, isn't it? That the Golden Order was pliable enough to absorb practices that contradicted itself in the past. With the Order broken, twisted, and in need of repair, such adaptability is more important now than ever.
Be proud. You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master. Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot. I am Nefeli Lu. Tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds.
This is the start of the Nepali quest line.
If you intend
All
to
these
challenge
characters have quest
Godric,
lines.
I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight. Apologies, but I've idled long enough. As fellow Tarnished, we must each follow our own guidance. Down whatever road takes us to the throne of Elden Lord.
That's Godric. We'll go finish up here. There's an area over here. There's a little secret area I'm gonna show too. It's a little tricky to get to, but it's just over here. Let me get this shit first. So this area right here, you run over here and jump and run along this ledge. This is a little secret, not secret, but it's a quest line for Roger the Sorcerer we just met. We just touch the blade blood stain. It's pretty neat. If you didn't know about it, you'd probably just think it's an online player's blood stain. But you touch blood stain and you see Roger's. Talk about that thing, holy shit, fuck. It's this bloodstain right here, you gotta touch this bloodstain. And you see Roger's death. To the weird curse mask thingy on the ground. But you gotta touch the bloodstain to go further with this quest line, so make sure you touch the bloodstain when you go down here. But this is basically it. Now let's go back and kill Godric. It's all the big things. There's the one of the things that little worker that gave me advice to go around the side gate. He's on the roof somewhere, and you can find him. There's no really point in talking and doing it. You don't do anything, but there's one thing we didn't talk to the guy on the roof, sneaking around, being suspicious. He was like spying on us and shit, being suspicious. Go ahead and get Nepheli with us. It's gonna be easy mode anyway. Not even gonna use a summon. No, what's no point? It's gonna be too easy. My mimic tier could basically solo this.
Mighty dragon, thou the true born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights.
So after this, we're gonna be moving on to Liurnia. Rihanna. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do, and all these areas are full of shit. We got a lot of stuff. Kaled. Kaled and Capital City. We'll probably do both, like. Both are really big.
I command thee. I the lord of all that is golden. Truest of dragons, lend me thy strength. Bathed in rays of gold.
This is the guy that I was talking about that was on the roof spying on us. That's the only one we didn't talk to in the Stormvale, but you don't get anything from doing it, so that's why I skipped that one part.
Craven to the bone. Pushing me about like that, and after all that grafting.
There he is, stomping out Godric after I killed him.
Down on me, would ya? Oh, hello there. This weasel was... Godric was always looking down on me. He got what he bloody deserved thanks to you. I tell you though, what goes around comes around. He had an ugly heart, an uglier countenance, and met the ugliest of ends, eh? Now I can do whatever takes my fancy, can I?
Now we're gonna meet the blind girl. Give her a greet. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up in this little Yarnia area. Here's we got the blind girl and the dog to not the dog, but the sewing guy, I forget his name, Bog or whatever, to talk to in this area. And then we also got Patches as well.
Hello? Is someone there? My name is
And
Hayata,
the lobster guy.
and I'm journeying
The
in search
virus
of the
looking guy, I
distant
forgot his
light.
name.
If I might be so
dung
bold
eater.
as to ask, would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next. But when
We
I
actually
eat
gotta
one of
go
those
back in the
grapes,
cave and do
I can feel a distant light in the back of my
No.
eyes. It will lead me.
I forget.
to my
I forget. We
true
might have to
duty
do something to
as
trigger
a finger
the
maiden.
sewing guy to come. We'll see.
Oh, many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you. You are most kind. May the blessing of...
Oh no, he's there. Here. Yeah, we just got rest. Okay, good. Everything's good to go on track. Yeah, we're knocking out. We're doing every. It's funny. My first playthrough, I missed like all these quest lines, but
Good
I
to see
eventually
you,
looked it up and
Master. Do
did
you
them in
remember
another
me?
playthrough, so I got pretty
The
much
Bok
memorized
that
who I got to
human.
talk to and everything.
You helped me before.
You gotta be careful how far you
retrieved my
progress in
sewing
the
needle.
progress in the game because
Please,
it
Master,
blocks off certain quest
Allow me
lines when
to
you go too
serve
far
you
at
as your
certain points
seamster.
without talking to
I
certain people.
can't make nothing from scratch, but I'm happy to make adjustments to your garments. Master, I was wondering, do you ever make adjustments to your garb yourself? I would, well, rather you let me do the job when possible, please. I don't ask anything in return, you know, and, well, I am your personal seamster after all. Oh, please do be safe on your journeys.
Yeah, we gotta eventually give this guy a key.
You're tarnished, aren't you? Then
we
perhaps
get
you
it
could
in the,
spare some runes. Believe it or not,
The magic.
I
place.
studied
Let's see
Glintstone
what it's called.
sorceries at the Academy of Rea Lucaria.
There we go, Academy
For
of
a
Lucaria.
small donation, I'd be happy to share my knowledge. Well, bless you. Bless you. You're a true saint. My name is Topes. Presuming you're interested, I can teach you sorceries, as promised. Only, none of them are particularly great. Thank you, kind soul, for learning my paltry sorceries. I never imagined that a bluntstone like myself would have the chance to play teacher. Back to learn another, of course. Apologies. I'm afraid my... Oh, right. I can tell you what I know about this place. That should help a bit. You've seen that structure to the north, towering over the water. That's the Academy of Rea Lucaria, where we study glintstone sorceries. Only its doors have been closed for quite some time now. After they declared they wouldn't interfere with the shattering, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate leading to the capital, and the south gate leading here. As you might have guessed, the seals are still active, making entry to the Academy impossible without a glintstone key. And so I'm stuck here. A fledgling sorcerer with little chance of acquiring a key. When they cast the seals, I'd just popped out. And now I'm uprooted from my place of learning. Why not find yourself a glintstone key? Without one, you can't pass through the Academy, and you'll never reach the Erdtree capital. And if you find an extra glintstone key, perhaps, once you've tied up all your loose ends, and I can be very patient, would you consider donating it to me? I know it. I'm a bluntstone. Nary a hint of talent for sorcery. But still, my place is at the Academy.
You're new around here. Surprised you found me in my little nook. No matter, no matter. Your money's as good as anyone else's. Why don't you take a look at my wares? Oh, but don't ask me how I got my hands on them, eh?
Hello? Please. Over here.
This is Volcano Manor girl. She has a long quest
Hello.
line involving
It's
Volcano
rather
Manor.
chilly here, isn't it? My mistress sent me off on an errand, but I was accosted by a ruffian. And now I'm in a bind. Could I
We're also
ask
gonna
you lend a
start the
hand,
Dung Eater
perhaps?
quest line.
That
We gotta
thug
get
made
something
off
from
with a
him regarding
precious necklace.
something he stole from
I
her.
need someone to retrieve it. Only, he too is tarnished. If you've any qualms confronting your own, I shall find another. Oh, thank you dearly. What a blessing that we've met like this. The thug should be resting at an abandoned home down the way. Please, I must have the necklace back.
Oh yeah, Patches is up there too. You can see Patches right there. Yeah, there's 3 different people to talk to in this little area. Make sure we're going the right way. This guy also sells lobsters, which are good to negate physical damage. They're really good to have, especially in fighting against other people. Have these lobsters falling on. The most amount of damage negation as possible.
What are you looking at? You trying to start something, mate? Ah, that necklace what you're after, is it? Well, show me what it's worth to you, and I'll consider parting ways with it. I'm not in love with it or nothing. You're a shrewd one, Chief. First, you hand me the runes. And don't try nothing, neither. All right. Take it. Thing's no damn use to anyone anyway. Your bloody idea, mate. Don't come crying to me later. Oh, piss off.
That guy we saw just kill. It looked
What
like
is
he
it
just
now?
killed her. Killed him.
I see.
That white ghost. It shows
You want
people when you're
something
online. It
good?
shows those little white ghosts are other people playing online in their own
Freshly
world.
cooked it is.
This guy right here.
All right then.
Oh no, he's
Sure
talking. It looks
is.
like he might be talking to him.
If you can meet
He
the
was
price.
attacking something, man.
I
I
could be
think you
persuaded
killed
to sell
him
you some
or
other
enemy
bits too.
followed him from far away.
If you've got the runes.
Look, there's another guy over there.
Oh. So you met the girl, did you? All right, well, sod the particulars of the matter. But it ain't my fault she's stupid enough to get duped, is it? Anyway, she ain't all right, that one. Lucky she ain't died on the bloody roadside, I reckon.
Those are actually really good to have. It's not fine. It's not much
Never
of
met someone with a
it
taste for
boost
barnacle and
damage,
crust.
physical
We'd make good
damage
mates, I reckon.
negation.
I'll be seeing you.
And later down the road, you get a stronger version of him from him as well. It greatly increases damage negation. But for now, we'll be using this guy.
thug should be resting at an abandoned lease. Oh yes. That is my missing necklace. Thank you kindly. I am in your debt. Did I forget to announce myself? I am Raya, in the service of Lady Tanith of the Volcano Manor. I seek stalwart Tarnished, who might join our house. You are very brave yourself. Not only a steady hand, but a steady heart. Merciless, even to your own kind. Such strength is precisely what my mistress seeks. Please, take this. Brave Tarnished. Seek the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. Most Tarnished are doomed to wander the outskirts of the lands between, peering wistfully at the towering Erd Tree. But you are no ordinary Tarnished. And once that is proven, the Volcano Manor will fully extend its invitation to fight amongst a family of champions.
I'll go back to them and tell you about a race right here.
You appear to be doing well.
Now here,
Very good.
after you kill
Well,
Godric, you basically want
would
to come
you
back
like
here and
to
talk
learn
to
an
everyone.
incantation?
Exhaust every dialogue.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
Ah, hello. You've been busy weeding Deathroot, I take it. I thank you, as your brother in arms. So what can I do for you?
Tell Roger you killed Godric and you get a rapier.
We meet
Upgraded
again
rapier.
after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing.
And then also
but
talk
I'm
about
quite
what
unable
you
to
saw
move,
at the bottom
you
of
see.
Stormvale.
So, what do you need? Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormvale, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it. As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore. The misshapen corpse under Stormvale. That is a sacred relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erd Tree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. I've spent many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked, and if you intend to put it to rights, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary. Ah, so you've met Dee. Dee is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends. Oh, Dee was telling me that he discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person. And if they were like you, all the better.
Are you that new tarnished? You've done well. I am Enya the Finger Reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the Tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave Tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you. Well, I'll shoot these ribbons, and I will hold the finger. Tainted and sliss.
The great
Turning the demi-godric the run. Now let the word.
Those eyes tell a story of a challenger who's felled his mark. Fine and well. Now lay out your arms. The girl you brought here, she's crestfallen and can scarcely swing a blade. But she has a gift for spirit tuning. I saw another one like her long ago. Their eyes share the same
Talk to
hue.
him and the girl as well. There's so many people to talk to right after you kill Godric.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you
I eventually
like me
get a
to
knife
hold
from her.
you
I don't know if she gives it
once
to me right
more?
now. We'll see.
The blessing is still aflame in your breast.
Get an
dear.
item to give to the
Would
guy
you
that's
like
in
to
the
be
main
held?
room of this area.
Regardless. Now, come closer.
full quest line's really cool, and you end up getting some
You
really
are
good stuff
so
at the end, and there's some really big
very
boss fights. Definitely a good one to do. Here we go, though. Yeah, I'm gonna get the item.
My dear, have you ever heard of Black Knife Prince? Dear Roger likes to talk of them when abed, and the ancient plot in which the first of the demigods was slain. The black knives wielded by the assassins who committed the act, along with the impressions they made, somehow hide the truth of the conspiracy. These grand affairs are hardly my forte, but dear Roger began to weep as he spoke. In truth, I've heard tell from someone else about the Black Knife Prince that fascinate dear Roger so. But it wouldn't be right to give this to him, stuck as he is in the Round Table hole. Perhaps you could make use of it?
Did you need something else? Are you acquainted with a man named Roger? You know, the piteous fellow hiding away on the balcony. He was a formidable spellblade in times past. Don't let his easy air deceive you. He was wise beyond his years, stout of heart and clear of mind. No more, though. You see him now, ravaged by thorns, muttering and rambling, like he's half dead already. I can't stomach to watch. Take well the lesson, friend. That's how you end up when seduced by those who live in death. When grace is sullied, it rots people from the inside, breaks them.
Alright, now we just tell her
Greetings.
something, and then we...
My name is Roderica. I should have seen this for the Round Table. I never knew, although I'm still looking for... You're telling me I possess some kind of gift? I don't believe you. But if I do have this talent, and goodness knows it would be my first, I suppose I should try to hone it, shouldn't I? I'll ask Master Hugh to teach me. Certainly he does appear intimidating and holds no love for us tarnished. But I know he's trapped here at the Round Table Hold. So, I can tell. He's...
Alright, we're gonna get a couple more things in this area and then head off to Royal Lucaria. we gotta attack this to get the second half
Please, no. Dear me.
of a key.
I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. Wait then. You're not one of them? Well, what a relief. Oh, goodness me. I am Albus and Albinoric. As you can see, we're finished. The whole village is finished. The cursemongers have destroyed everything. No one that remains has their wits about them. I beg you. Would you look after this medallion? You must keep
This
it
is
out
the
of
second part that
cursemongers'
opens up
hands.
the secret area to the hag tree, which you fight Melania boss. We'll be doing that near the end of the this run.
And if you should meet the young Albinoric Latena, then please give it to her.
Oh yeah, the Tena's she's in a cave in the army in this area. We gotta do her as well. She's the quest line as well. She's in a cave and pretty close, nearby to here, not too far from here. It's somewhere in this Liarnia area. Go ahead and kill the magic dragon as well. There's a magic dragon starting. You don't even have to fight the dragon. You can just take the glintstone key and run if you want to. But we're obviously going to be killing every single monster in this game. So we'll take it out right away. killing this boss. I forgot her fucking name. It's actually complete the game, so I'm doing it as possible and no worries about you gotta be careful in going to the capital, entering the capital on the fast forward or make you miss out on certain quest lines that people are talking about. Yeah. But just killing this boss up here doesn't keep out on anything, so you can kill it if you want to. I usually do it before I see most of this area. We still got to clear this whole area. There's a lot of stuff right here. The mage quest line is up here. We got a key to get over here, and then we got ruins and all sorts of shit over here. They even have this inverted tower. We come back to that later, though. I'll probably summon 2 random people. I like to summon random people this far as I do it. Hopefully we'll get some invaders too. I like invaders. Later on in the game, I'm going to be summoning a bunch of random people as I go. Early on, it's just kind of wait for them. So weak. continue on with another the guy with the weird hat. The weird that guy that we're looking at right now. That player. That was random. He's over here though. We gotta do an invasion. There's a thing on the ground you gotta click. Enter his world, do invasion, kill the thing, and then come out and talk to him. Yura. That's their names. The bloody finger Yura. Smoked them. Those 4 towers over there. Later we go in one to get a key for another quest line as well later, but we won't talk about that right now.
Leave me be. Oh, it's you. Thanks for your help there. That bloody finger was a thorn in my side. And now I'm finally rid of him. Here's a token of thanks. Please, take it. I may not have much time. I'm dying to see you. Eleonora. Violet Bloodyfinger. Yes, I've been tracking Eleonora for quite some time. She is the deadliest of all Bloodyfingers. She's felled many an old hand already, but in spite of her cessblood zealotry, Eleonora is a proud knight. If she comes for you, do not think twice. You must flee. There is no shame
I'll
in
smoke
self-preservation.
Eleonora.
Be on your way. Perhaps we will meet again, if fate permits.
We talk to this guy a lot. Oh, I'm an idiot. I knew about that too. That's why I was switching to the horse. So well, weird good thing we spawn right here. If there's 2 even there. Actually, wait for the good one, 'cause this is the red wolf. This is a quick one. Summon people for the fun fight. That's dope. Alright, we gotta get this guy in here. Look at him. He's got the scarab hat. Ah, he's gone. It's taking forever to get this guy in.
little Calva. My beloved, have no fear. I will hold thee. Patience. Ye will be countless born, forever and ever.
Upon my name as Rani the Witch. Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee. Foul trespasser. Send word far and wide. Of the last queen of Caria, Renala of the full moon. And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
Alright, this would be a good part to end the video. In our third, it's about almost 3 hours in. We'll talk to Rio.
Where did he flee, my sweeting?
We got our big moon
Thou,
ability that
is it thy wish to be
like
born
60
anew?
intelligence, or I think it's like 80, 60 or 80, that big moon attack. Got traded in,
Reborn of my beloved egg. Be not alarmed.
needed. Don't run up on me. Here's our boy.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new Tarnished made their way to the Round Table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me, you, the housekeeper. Remember your...
Well then, there's something I should mention to you as well. I'm thinking of leaving the Round Table hold. Do you know of the noble Gold Mask? Though he
carries
was
on with
but a
this guy's
Tarnished,
questline. We see
living
him
outside
later
the
over
lands
in the
between.
capital,
He
Atlas
was a
Plateau.
great scholar who foresaw the coming guidance of grace. And now, I hear he has come to the lands between alone to contemplate the Golden Order. I wish nothing more than to seek his instruction, and perhaps even help him in his research.
Did you?
Oh, divinity have mercy. I didn't. I'll be doing my job. Just lay out. Those words were not meant for you. I may be prisoner to you, tarnished lot.
Or about his prey.
But my prayers are mine.
But we gotta keep talking to him and the girl until the girl is eventually over.
Well, I've had my say. Oh. The girl. What about her? Are you out of your mind? Who'd stay with an ugly brute who only knows how to smith? Absurd. I refuse to believe. I don't doubt you, but...
If I suppose I'll ask Master... I suppose I'll ask Master...
Back no matter.
Would you like a blessing? Would you like... Now?
And she's eventually gonna give me some dagger to give the guy in the main room. This might be it. I don't know exactly when it triggers, but you gotta make sure you talk to everyone in the round table. Yeah, there we go.
Dear Roger likes to talk of it when abed. The ancient plot in which the first of the demigods was slain. The black knives wielded by the assassins who committed the act, along with the impressions they made, somehow hide the truth of the conspiracy. Dear Roger, the black knife, along with the... Then good day.
Oh, that wasn't it. Okay. Hey, we're done here. Well, let me go get my spell from the crazy finger lady, and then we're done here for now.
Only once before have I seen two great runes together. Look there, the fingers
shudder with exuberance. Fine work, brave Tarnished. The Greater Will is pleased. You have earned the right to become Elden Lord now.
To become Elden Lord, and the thing
As much now become. A god, but have the grip. Marika, but even confer the fingers now. Now let the work.
Alright, now it's time to clean up a lot of shit, but I think we'll end it here. Our next video will be 2-3 hours, so I think of cleaning up the rest of Liarnia in our starting area, get it all cleaned out, and then we'll start entering the capital city. Hopefully by the end of the next video we'll be entering the capital city, or Atlas Plateau. We'll for sure be in Atlas Plateau.